This leads into my question. What is the biggest animal you think you can beat?
Like in a one-on-one battle?
Like one-on-one battle. Like if you were walking in the woods somewhere or walking somewhere and this animal crossed your path, however, what is the biggest animal you think you can beat?
A giraffe.
Barehanded?
It's wilding.
Hey, it's a big animal.
You want to know what's funny though?
They can kick. They're like a horse.
I was just about to say. For some strange reason, I looked up how hard a giraffe can kick the other day.
One of the deadliest too.
They kick as hard as a gorilla could punch.
Yep.
You know, the other crazy thing is
2,000 pounds of pressure.
Yeah.
When giraffes fight each other, they wring their 20-foot necks back and forth and like hit each other with those.
They have the antlers.
Yeah.
They have antlers.
Well,
and to think
the
animal
neck power,
skulls,
yeah.
animal skulls are harder than ours. So if they just headbutted us,
I take that back.
Yeah. So good luck with that one.
But is this one-on-one like the human has no bare hands?
It's your bare hands, bro. You just like, what do you think? What is the biggest animal if you, like I said, you just cross paths with? Like, you know what? The most I'll give you is if you're somebody who just carries a pocket knife all the time.
You get a little sharp object.
I'm gonna give you your pocket knife.
Okay.
Wait,
which is still, you have to handhold it. It requires skill, close combat.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you your pocket knife.
Okay.
Since you know what I'm saying, most people carry a knife, or a lot of people carry a knife. So I'm gonna give you a pocket knife or whatever. It can be any. What is the biggest animal?
A snake.
Do you think you can beat?
A poisonous snake?
Snake.
Or just any type of snake?
A big anaconda.
Really? You think you could take an anaconda out with a pocket knife?
What anaconda? What's your anaconda? Because if you're older than me, so you remember the movie Anaconda.
It wraps around you. You already got trouble breathing with the pollen.
This is not in the water. This is not. Literally,
you're on ground. You're on ground.
I feel.
Okay.
I feel.
Hey,
before it crushes me. I'm gonna stab the fuck out of that motherfucker.
I'm with the pre-pod answer. We had a pre-pod. We kind of talked about this pre-pod.
Oh shit.
But I'm with the pre-pod answer of a shark, but we're on land.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right.
I think I could beat a shark if we're on land.
You get a great white shark and it's just sitting in front of you, struggling to breathe.
Yes, exactly. I could
passing out.
I could beat
no water. Okay,
beat the shit out of that.
Snake.
Nah, but honestly, the biggest animal I think I could beat would probably be an 80-pound dog. Or an 80-pound dog, or some sort of animal that isn't bigger than 80 pounds.
Yeah.
But you said the biggest animal.
And that's what I'm saying. The biggest animal I think I could beat would be an 80-pound animal.
Yeah,
I think I could. If you
walk away the winner, that thing's done. You're still alive.
I think I could beat that.
That's cheating, man.
What? Why is that cheating? An 80-pound animal is that's not a small animal, bro.
I'm kind of along the same lines as you. Like I was gonna think like a coyote, or under the right circumstances, like if I'm not ambushed and I do have a pocket knife.
You want me to fight a bear?
Like
That's what you want me to fight?
Or some shit.
You want me?
You're trying to go big with the anaconda.
You said go big. So
no, but the anaconda don't have no arms or legs. You're just trying to just hop on something to stab at it.
And they can bite you. Once they bite you, the grip just looks like the grip is gonna grab you, and then they twist on you.
Yeah,
So,
and that's why we're telling you can win that one, but we're telling you what we think we can win. Like
a coyote.
At least I didn't say I could beat a squirrel.
Pussy.
I could have said I could beat a squirrel and left it at that.
I'm gonna step on a mouse and walk away the winner.
You know what I'm saying?
I upped it to realism.
80 pounds, bro. An 80-pound animal.
And a wolf could easily take down a person. That's not. And coyotes can be tough. They bite.
I know I'm not taking down like a 180-pound timber wolf.
We should say something in the wild.
In the wild, like a wild.
That's what I'm saying. Like
coyotes are wild animals. They're in the wild.
You would take a 80-pound fucking wolf?
I think I could.
Under the right circumstances, if I had a pocket knife,
I think I could.
I think I'm more likely to do that than an anaconda.
Something that survives in the wilderness on a regular, you could take that. You said a dog. That's what I'm saying. You said a dog.
That's why I said.
Wolf.
But
a wolf doesn't have.
I understand. I'm saying that I think that at 80 pounds, depending on what the animal, not even depending on what the animal is, depending on what the animal is, as long as it's 80 pounds, I know that I'm strong enough to at least lift 80 pounds. I know that. So I think I can control 80 pounds. So even if it had a hold of me, I would end up getting a hold of it.
You wouldn't be.
So can I get?
Yeah,
I'm not saying. Oh, don't say it's gonna. I'm not saying it's
Can I
gonna
change my answer? Though?
I'm not saying it's gonna be a flawless
change your
victory.
answer.
Like
You
I'm
can
gonna
change
walk.
your
Can I be an 80-pound sloth?
Look,
Wow,
Flosser's tough though. They got the big
They're
long nails.
slow as hell.
Well, then say that. I mean, I
No,
ain't mad at you.
To see challenge. It's like, all right,
I don't know though.
No, you just said an 80-pound wolf, and I say yeah. So what? Why is my answer pussy now? Come on now. Like, what's up?
Okay, you said dog first though.
But even an 80-pound dog is like, yo, if an 80-pound pit bull, if you heard an 80-pound pit bull was loose, you wouldn't just be like, oh yeah, I'm cool. You would find cover somewhere. So stop playing with me.
No, because I think about it, an 80-pound pit bull that's pretty much a domestic animal versus a actual
A
wild
wolf,
beast.
yeah, or a
You know what I'm
coyote,
saying?
yeah.
That's why I was like, if you said dog, so I was like,
Bruh,
a wolf?
you wouldn't want to fight.
I have
an
a
80
chance. I think I have a better chance with a fucking pit bull
an
than a fucking
80-pound
wolf.
pit bull that
Than a wolf.
Okay, good luck
Than
with
a
it.
wolf.
And now I feel you though. I'm just saying I've seen some 80-pound pit bulls that did some things.
But a wolf literally goes for the junk. They go for the kill.
No, they have the instinct, and that's why I was saying a coyote probably
Exactly,
I feel
dude.
confident with.
They're killers.
Yes, but they're a lot smaller and thinner than wolves for sure.
Okay, so
They're pretty
You
small.
gotta put a weight limit on that then.
See, that's why I'm
That's
not
what I'm
saying
saying,
like
like, a
40.
wolf
See,
maybe.
that's what I'm saying.
Under the
See,
right
look,
circumstance,
you
the right
going
size.
on me, bro. You know what? There's I know for a
That's why-
fact there's one 80-pound animal I couldn't beat, and we're gonna move on after this.
Yeah.
But this is the nerd pod, y'all. Y'all just gonna have to deal with this one. I couldn't beat a chimp.
Oh no.
Oh, dude.
I couldn't beat a chimp.
I've seen Nope. The
Yeah.
beginning of that,
I couldn't beat a chimp.
scary,
And
dude.
guess what? Nope.
Yeah, I couldn't beat a chimp. I know for a fact, and I know those be about 80 pounds too. So that's why, like, after I thought about it, I was like,
Yeah.
not any 80-pound
should-
animal.
Well, it's just
we
the
should've- we
muscular
should've put-
proportion to
we
their
should've had a
body, the
limit.
80 pounds, they're
We should have
so
a weight
strong.
limit on what animal at that weight limit, and then we should have picked.
Hey, bro,
Yeah.
for real. The reason why I say it, y'all, hey, like, once again, I'm not the biggest dude in the world. I'm about 165
Yeah, see?
pounds. So I'm picking
like-
something that's half my size, basically.
I would
So I'm not
literally-
even
was
like,
80
I'm
pounds
not
is
that much
easy for
bigger
me.
than
I
you.
would like toss it with one arm. I'd be like, I'm straight. That's what I was like.
That's what I'm saying. You're a bigger dude than I am. So pause. So you know what I'm saying? Like, what's it called? So you can fight bigger animals. So yeah, you go fight a grizzly. I'm
Nah. Not even a black bear,
No.
any bear, even a cub. I'm scared.
Bears are tough. Cubs,
I might be able to take a bear cub.
well, I'll tell you, here's the crazy thing, though, because
Hey, I've seen Khabib do it when he was a kid. He used to fight bear cubs when he was a
Khabib's
kid.
But the
different- Really? You compare yourself to Khabib?
As Khabib as a kid versus me now.
Khabib,
He
he came out the womb for a fighter.
Ah, you right.
but the
Dude,
most
My bad,
Khabib.
Khabib. My bad.
honestly, though, the
My
most
bad.
dangerous thing you could see in the wild in a lot of ways is a bear cub, because that means that the mama
Mom's
bear
close.
is
It's
nearby.
close, yeah.
And even if they don't think you're attacking the bear, if you're just near it, if they take you as a threat, you're done.
No, I
let's
feel
Done.
keep
you.
You
going,
can't
yeah,
run,
we're-
you can't
we're-
climb. There's nothing you can't do.
This is some nerd
Nerd
talk.
shit,
yeah.
yeah.
Nerds, no.
yeah.
But yeah, more nerd stuff. Nah, fuck that.